It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Pats and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
They go play action with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Byron Cowart there to bring him down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
To give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
On third down, Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. This defense for the Pats, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusion.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
On third down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They'll run on first down. Mixon had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 43.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. Rodgers going to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Carson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. I'm talking about the best golfers of all time. He told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive of 4 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. Take it. Rodgers now on 1st down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete.
It's Wilson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drop.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Pats are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From the 6. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On second and a couple. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now it's Burrow. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one too low. So thanks to the late and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The return man, Wilson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down and 7.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
What's the deal, y'all?
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it to...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays. Burrow on play action. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Back now in Cincinnati. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Stevenson.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Ramondre Stevenson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Christian Barmore able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From midfield now, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Here's Burrow. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. On play action, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, Spencer. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. That's Isabella open on the right side.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Carson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here's Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 21.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On 2nd down, It's Carson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And that winds up incomplete. And now only 5 ticks on the clock. And likely just one final go at this now. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.